Happy Life, brought to you by Rescue Pest Control.
Well, for the month of May, KXLY4 is helping you lead a happy life with tips to get ready for summer. Gardening, whether you start with a plant or a seed, can be stressful when you head to the store. So many options and which to pick. We sent our Nikki Torres to talk to an expert to help you keep your trip to the store stress-free.
Well, I personally don't have a green thumb myself, so I luckily found someone who does. And actually, I know there's a lot going on in the store, especially when you head in for the first time, but it doesn't have to be that stressful. So here are some tips from the pros. Okay, picture this. You're at the gardening store with so many pretty flowers. Of course, they all have their true names, geraniums and annuals, but to the basic person who doesn't have a green thumb, me included, they're all just plants. So where do you even start? If you're a first-time gardener or just looking for something simple, experts recommend picking something low maintenance to start.
This is a geranium. This is probably the most common plant that we do, and it just requires, it's pretty tough, so it doesn't require quite as much water as every other plant.
Petunias are also good as a training ground.
These particular ones are supertunias. They're really good for your containers on the ground because they get really full and big and beautiful.
If those two plants still seem like too much work for the timid gardener, there's always the rubber house plant. It is a real plant, don't be fooled by the name.
You don't have to water it a ton. It doesn't have a whole lot of pest problems, and it can thrive in bright light and relatively dim light.
Knowing your way around a store will also help you as you're shopping around. Every greenhouse is organized in some way, so think of it as a sorting tool to get what you need.
Our front room is mostly sun plants.
So you've got the plant that you want. Now you've got to keep it alive to thrive. It's easy, just make sure you pot it when you get home.
Get it down in there, make sure it lines up right and it's in the center.
You can also add fertilizer, and most importantly, don't forget to water it.
You can also stick your finger down in there, maybe up to your first or second knuckle, just depending on the plant. And if it's dry a little ways down in there, it's definitely time for water.
Experts say during the summer, your plants need to be watered once each day, sometimes twice in peak heat hours.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Still stressed out? Hey, don't forget, there are always sales associates waiting to give you a helping green thumb. We posted on Facebook a call for any gardening questions that you still have. Post your questions in the comments section of that post. We will get a gardening expert from Ritters Garden and Gift to answer them for you this morning, and we will be checking those throughout the whole show, so be sure to get your questions in now, and we'll work on getting those answers for you tonight, or this morning on Good Morning Northwest. Reporting at Ritters Garden and Gift, I'm Nikki Torres, KXLY 4 News.